Hey, Joe Walsh back with you this Tuesday. Thank you for listening. Follow me on Twitter at Walsh Freedom. Listen to me online. Go to walshfreedom.com/listen. We're only 28 days away, and I talk about it every night. We got so many important races here in the Chicagoland area, state and local races that are so darn important. We've got to get fiscal conservatives elected. And I've got one of those on the line with me right now, a good friend, Kevin Wiley. He is currently on the DuPage County Board, District 6. He's running to get reelected. That would be the villages of Aurora, Bloomingdale, Bartlett, Carroll Stream, Glendale Heights, Hanover Park, Naperville, Roselle, St. Charles, Wayne, Warrenville, West Chicago, Wheaton, and Winfield. Hey, Kevin, thank you, my friend, for taking some time out of your campaigning to join us. I want to start here, Mr. Running for re-election in DuPage County Board 6, because you, one of the reasons I love you is you're a military man, but you don't boast about it and you don't talk about it. But I want my listeners to know that you are a colonel in the United States Army Reserve. Tell our listeners, because I don't know that I've ever asked you this, Kevin Wiley, your military background. What does it mean to you?
Well, it's something I grew up with in my family. Respect for the country and the commitment to serve and do your part. And certainly I started as Private Wiley, and I was stationed in Germany, and that during the Cold War, and I got to see the Iron Curtain right up front in the 103rd Military Intelligence Unit. And I grew a lot through that experience. All of a sudden, I'm thrust out of my little hometown into something bigger than myself. And that, Joe, is what has driven me ever since. Being a part of something bigger than myself and feeling like I could make a difference. And so I've taken that on. I've grown from a private to a sergeant, from a lieutenant to a colonel, and I've learned a lot every step of the way. It's been a fantastic experience, and I'm so proud of the fact, not just that I got to serve, but then also both of my boys are serving now as well.
That's so great, Kevin. That's so great. Kevin Wiley, by the way, everybody, is an Iraq War veteran. He's currently on the DuPage County Board, District 6, successful businessman. Kevin, you've been out there just busting your hump every day campaigning all over the district. What's going on? We're 28 days out. What's got voters concerned?
Well, the national news is obviously distressing, and there's a whole lot of very strong opinions one way or the other. And when I'm going door to door reminding people that there are local governments here that have nothing to do with those things. And I've supported both Republican and Democratic presidents alike. I don't talk disparaging about either, and I've supported this nation every step of the way for the last 35 years. Locally, I bring that home as well. I was there for the building of my schools, the elementary school, the high school, the building of the church. I've been a part of the growth of the community that I'm looking to serve, again, if chosen for another 4 years. And it is something that they want to focus in on. When I first moved to my house, it was $5,000 a year in property taxes. We're now over $11,000 a year in property taxes, and that's the number one issue that they're confronting at every single door that I knocked on.
Yeah. Hey, the name is Kevin Wiley. The name is Kevin Wiley. If you're wondering why I'm putting that name out so much, it's because, gosh darn it, we all know who's running for president and we all know who's running for governor, but Kevin just said it. There are so many important state and local races down ballot, and it's so important for voters to know who are the good guys and the good gals. Kevin Wiley is on the DuPage County Board, District number 6, and everybody listening to me in Aurora, Bloomingdale, Bartlett, Carroll Stream, Glendale Heights, Hanover Park, Naperville, Roselle, St. Charles, Wayne, Warrenville, West Chicago, Wheaton, and Winfield, and you got to know that Kevin Wiley has a great record already on reducing taxes and creating economic growth. He is a fiscal conservative. Kevin, you and I have talked about this problem, the down ballot candidates, our state and local candidates. How do you stand out from the pack? Because I know you're running against a couple folks, and people don't always necessarily, they're not always as aware of the down ballot races as they should be.
Well, John, that is the number one thing, that there is a stark difference between what I've offered, what I've said I was going to do, and my opponents. So when I ran first, I said I was going to term limit myself. I said I wasn't going to take a public pension, and I did not. I said I was going to become more efficient and cut out of the budget. We've cut tens of millions out of the budget. I said I was going to keep the property tax flat, and we've kept the property tax flat. And our opponents have talked about introducing divvy bikes throughout DuPage County, introducing counseling services from the county board. All good ideas, but when you take a look at how you get things done through DuPage County government and the 16 committees and the 38 boards that are running there, you need to manage that $439 million a year budget and manage the tax dollars that they give us to run that government. And it's about understanding leadership and policy and procedures. And that's what we've done. We've worked very hard at it. I'm very proud of what we accomplished. But the voters need to send us back, or I'm certain our taxes will go up at the county as well as everywhere else.
And that's the takeaway, everybody listening to me, especially down in DuPage County. If we don't send people like Kevin Wiley back to the DuPage County Board, you can rest assured your taxes are going to go up. I noticed, Kevin, you were endorsed by the Daily Herald. Look, Kevin Wiley has a strong record of looking out for and keeping taxes down. As he said, you can't say that certainly about the folks he's running against. Kevin, that's got to be one of the biggest differences between you and your opponents. You've got such a strong fiscal conservative record.
Absolutely. Actually, and I'm one member out of 18 board members, and I'm proud to have been on that board. We've been attacked for a lot of reasons, and we'll use the diversity word out there, but we are a diverse group of people. I'm in IT, 30 years of IT. I'm working with Jim Zay in manufacturing. I'm working with Don Pachowski and labor relations. That's the diversity you need, a diversity of skills and talents, and bringing talented people to that board, and that's what makes it work. It's been a rewarding experience. Absolutely.
Hey, DuPage County, remember the name, Kevin Wiley, District Number 6, running to get reelected. He's served his country, and now he's serving DuPage County. Get out there and support a good fiscal conservative like Kevin Wiley. His website, kevinwiley.org, kevinwiley.org. Kevin, my friend, keep going. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much, Joe. You have a great day.
You too.